Greetings, travelers. My name is Enris Silver. Thanks for stopping by. If this is the first video of mine you're seeing, welcome. If not, thanks for the continued support. For you first-timers, I mostly do No Man's Sky content, but recently I got sucked into shipbuilding in Starfield. It's a hell of a lot of fun, but one thing that frustrated me was your inability to see what the hell the inside of a hab looked like without exiting the shipbuilder and physically walking around inside of it. So I've decided to make a series of videos showing off exactly what the inside of each hab looks like. To keep you from falling asleep mid-video, I'm going to break it up into 4 or 5 different videos. This first one will start small and cover all the 1x1 habs available in the game. First up is the Deimos Companionway. This is the most brightly lit of all the 1x1 habs, a few things on the floor but mostly strapped to the walls. Next is the Deimos Storage Room. This is the only hab with this strange brownish light. The floor is definitely more jumbled than the companionway, and very little on the shelves is strapped down. Next up is the HopeTech Companionway. The lighting here is a stark contrast to the Deimos habs. Also, it is much tidier, nothing on the floor and everything strapped down. The HopeTech storeroom is much the same, only with storeroom items strapped down on the shelves. Now at the hometown starport, you will have access to another 1x1 hab, the HopeTech Companionway Fuselage. There is A, B, C, and D configurations, as well as the matching storeroom fuselages. Each one has the same interior as the base companionway or storeroom, but they have very different exteriors and snap points. Next up is the Nova Galactic storeroom, tidier than Deimos with stuff actually strapped down. The Nova Galactic Companionway is much messier than any of the previous habs with wires and clothes on the ground. Next up is the Stroud storeroom. Definitely fits a well-traveled look. Dingy lighting and stuff piled haphazardly. There are also Stroud storerooms port and aft, A, B, and C. Again, these have the same interior as the basic storeroom, just a different exterior looks and snap points. The Stroud Companionway is slightly less jumbled, but still poorly lit. And let's finish up with Tayo. The companionway is just as immaculate as the HopeTech interior. Each companionway is available in a bottom A or B, mid and top A, B, C, and D. Again, each has identical interiors but different exteriors. Finally, the Tayo storeroom is just as immaculate as the companionway and comes in the same flavors as the companionway too. Now to close things out, I'm going to point out a few strange things I've noticed with the 1x1 habs. First off, even though you can snap other habs to every side, when you go inside the center one, some of the habs won't have a door to access them. If you think of each hab as having 6 sides, factoring the top and bottom, only 4 of them can have doors or even portholes, and I'll demonstrate that here. See? Still can't see the portholes on either side. One last thing. Every time you snap something to a hab, whatever was in the spot on the interior gets moved or deleted altogether. Something else happens with the Nova Galactic habs, however. If they have a single door on a side, that side picks up a little counter area. Just a weird little thing I noticed. And that's going to do it for this first episode of Starfield Shipwright. Check back tomorrow for a new video looking at more hab interiors.